Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing a little Minnesota Twins franchise. This is the final episode of MLB The Show 19. Next episode in this Twins franchise, we'll be jumping into MLB The Show 20. And we are facing the Detroit Tigers at home. It's a 3-game series. The Tigers come in at 8-4. We are 6-6. And the first starter for us is Jose De Leon, making his third start of the season, a 2.13 ERA. Has not walked a batter yet this season. And we'll face Shane Green for the Tigers, a 5.40 ERA in 10 innings, a 1.70 whip. And let's get things underway. We jump to the second inning. Jace Peterson batting a low 178 with no home runs and 2 RBIs on the season. And here's the delivery, and Jace Peterson gets a hold of that one. Touch 'em all, Mr. Peterson. 1-0 Twins. Bottom of the second inning. Peterson gets us on the board. Let's move ahead now to the third inning. Byron Buxton at the plate, facing Shane Green with a runner on second and nobody out. Bottom of the third, Buxton's going to drop down a bunt down the third baseline. And that'll move the runner over to third with just one out. So get him on, get him over, and it'll be up to Nolan Arenado to get him in. 1-0 count with one out. Arenado, little blooper to short, it bounces, and that will score a run. 2-0 Twins. Jose Iglesias couldn't get there while the ball was in the air. End of the third, 2-0 Minnesota. We move to the fourth. Miguel Cabrera hitting .417 in the early going. He hasn't slowed down a bit in this franchise. Here's the delivery from Jose De Leon, and Miguel Cabrera swings and misses at the high cheese. Middle of the fourth inning, it's still 2-0 Tigers, yet to get a hit. Francisco Cervelli now batting .242, runners on every base with one out. Slow roller towards short, there'll be no play at second, on to first, and that will drive in another run for the Twins. We go up 3-0. At the end of the fourth, we go to the fifth inning now. Miguel Sano at the plate. He's batting .208 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Runner on first with one out. And Sano with a Sano doubter to left field. 2-run blast. 5-0 Twins. Drives in Nolan Arenado on the home run. End of the fifth inning. It's 5-0 Minnesota. We jump ahead to the seventh. Genmar Gomez takes the hill, takes over for Jose De Leon. Josh Harrison at the plate for the Tigers. Over from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Harrison chopper towards short. Charging is Flores. Flores on to first. Records the out, but a run comes in to score. It's 5-1 now, Minnesota. So we go to the seventh. Chasen Shreve taking the mound now. 2.25 ERA on the season. Runner on second. And this one's driven deep to left. That one's back at the track, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Jeff Ames. And the Tigers cut the lead to 2 in the top of the seventh. We stretch here at Target Field, 5-3 Minnesota. We go to the ninth now. Kevin Seagrist on, looking for save number 5. He's got 4 saves and 5 save opportunities so far this season, 1 blown save. He'll face Avisail Garcia with a runner on first and 1 out. And Garcia pops it towards second. And Wilmer Flores is there. He'll make the catch. And that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain with 2 outs, tying run at the plate. Runner on the move. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through. Runner will hold up at second, and that will put the tying run at first. And Jose Iglesias represents the go-ahead run for the Tigers with 2 outs. Full count from Seagrist. Runners on the move. Chopper back out to the mound. Seagrist with the easy play, and the Twins get the win in game number 1. 5-3 win for the Twins. We improve to 7-6. Tigers fall to 8-5. They trail the White Sox by a game. 2 games in the loss column. Miguel Sano went 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Jace Peterson 2 for 3 with a home run. Eddie Rosario 2 for 4 with a double. Raimel Tapia 1 for 3 with a double. Jose De Leon goes 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, and did give up his first walk of the season, while allowing only 2 hits. We go to game number 14, second game of this 3-game series. Wei-Yin Chen will take the hill for the Tigers. Making his third start, he's got a 1.80 ERA in 15 innings, a 0.93 whip. And we will counter with Kyle Gibson making his third start. He's 1-1. 5.40 ERA, 10 innings. On the season, a 1.40 whip. Let's go to the first inning now. Miguel Sano at the plate, facing Wei-Yin Chen. And Sano drives this one deep to right field. Lorenzo Cain heading back of the track, and he will make the catch. Runner at third is going to tag and come in to score. And the Twins will plate the first run of the game. Nolan Arenado comes in to score. Here it's Jackie Robinson Day, everybody wearing number 42. At the end of the first, Twins jump out to an early lead once again. We go to the third inning. Lorenzo Cain at the plate with 2 outs. Runner on second. Tigers trailing 1-0. Delivery from Kyle Gibson. Chopper towards second. On to first from Herbert De La Rosa, I believe, is out there at second today. Middle of the third. Twins still lead 1-0. Nolan Arenado now at the plate. 226 average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a double. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-0 count. And Nolan Arenado drives it towards left. That one is going to be gone. Nolan Arenado with his third home run of the season. First in a little while. And the Twins go up 2-0. Good to see Arenado get a hold of one. End of the third. 2-0 the score. We go to the fourth. This is Mario Calero hitting 262. He's been hot as of late. He's 1 for 2 in the day. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. And he's going to slice one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. And he'll pick up the RBI. 3-0 Minnesota in the fourth. Miguel Sano now. Still 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Delivery from Wei-Yin Chen. And Sano drives it deep to left. And that's going to put 3 on the board. Home run number 5 for Miguel Sano. And the Twins jump out to a 6-0 lead. Looking to take a 2-0 series lead and set up an opportunity for a sweep in game number 3. Fifth inning. Josh Harrison at the plate. 245 hitter, 2 home runs, 10 driven in on the season. Nobody on with 2 outs, 1-2 delivery from Kyle Gibson. This one's driven to left. And Eddie Rosario doesn't even move. That one is way out of here. Third home run of the year for Josh Harrison. That's okay, though. We'll give up solo home runs here with a 6-1 lead. Just keep people off the bases. 6th inning now. Jose Iglesias at the plate. 362 hitter. Nobody on. 2 outs. Delivery from Kyle Gibson. And this one's driven deep to left. Jose Iglesias is going to put another one on the board. Just a solo home run, though. So very little damage done. Minimum damage. 6-2 now. Twins with the lead. At the middle of the 6th inning. We move on to the 7th. This is Jonathan Lucroy, Tigers catcher, 318 hitter. Nobody on, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Is he going to hit a solo bomb? Nope, grounds it to short. And Wilmer Flores boots it, but he's able to make the play and recover. Twins go on to win 6-2. We lead the season series 2-0. Nolan Arenado went 3 for 4 with a home run, a double, and an RBI. Scored 3 runs. Miguel Sano 1 for 3 with a homer, drove in 4. Mario Calero 3 for 4. And Eddie Rosario 2 for 4 for us. Josh Harrison hit a home run for the Tigers. Jose Iglesias did as well. We go to the final game of this 3-game series. It's the 15th of year number 5 of this franchise. Michael Fulmer will take the hill for Detroit. He's 2-0 with a 5.25 ERA, 12 innings. And he'll face Chad Bettis. Bettis still looking for his first win of the season. Actually looking for his first decision of the season. He's got an ERA of exactly 5 in 9 innings. which means he's given up 5 runs on the season in his 9 innings. Miguel Cabrera at the plate, batting .389, runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Cabrera drives it deep to center. Byron Buxton going back at the track, and he'll make the catch. That'll end the 3rd inning, and we're still scoreless here in Minneapolis. Tigers with 4 hits, Twins with 1, but nobody with any runs on the board. Nolan Arenado at the plate now, a .246 hitter. We go to the bottom of the inning. Bottom of the 3rd, runner on second, and Arenado drives one into the gap. Outfielders playing deep will cut it off, hold Arenado to a single. But he drives in the first run of the game. And all 3 games, the Twins have jumped out to the lead first. End of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Minnesota. Let's go to the 4th. This is Delino DeShields Jr. .321 on the season, runner on second with 1 out. Here's the delivery. This one's driven to the gap in left. Actually, it's kind of a little looper, but it's going to drive in the run. So an RBI single for Delino DeShields. It's 2-0 Minnesota. Picked up Delino DeShields from the Rangers last season in a trade that sent Will Myers to Texas. Lorenzo Cain at the plate now. With the bases loaded and nobody out, this one's trouble. Backhanded there by Bettis. The only play he has is to go to first. And now with 1 out, it's 2-1 Minnesota, with runners on second and third and just that 1 out. Jose Iglesias, 2 for 2 on the day, .387 on the season. And Iglesias, ground ball towards second. That's going to tie up the ball game and leave the go-ahead run at third. And the Tigers would strand it. Middle of the 5th, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Tigers, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Twins. Trevor May comes in the 6th now for us, making his 6th appearance of the year. Facing Josh Harrison. Harrison's been prominent in this episode. .264 average for Josh Harrison, runner on third with 1 out. And he's going to drive this one deep to right field. Should be deep enough to get the job done. Runner tagging. And it goes over the head of Tapia anyway. So the run scores easily. We don't get the out. And Josh Harrison is at second with an RBI double. Harrison has moved over to third now with Avisail Garcia at the plate with 2 outs. And Garcia drives it up the middle for a base hit. It'll be 4-2. Detroit. Avisail Garcia. And the Tigers would end their top of the 6th inning with a 5-2 lead. We move to the 9th. Yonder Alonso at the plate now for Detroit. Runner on first with 2 outs. Facing Trevor May still. Here's the delivery from May. Ground ball right up the middle. Runner on second is going to round third, head to the plate. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. Tigers score again. It's 6-2. Detroit with the lead. Yonder Alonso with the RBI. That'll bring in Jenmar Gomez for the Twins out of the pen. ERA of 6 on the season. Runners on first and second. Here's a drive deep to left field. That one could do it. It's at the track. Oh, and he makes the catch. Delino DeShields makes the catch, runs into the wall. Stretch here at target field at 6-2. That's how it would end. Twins lead the season series 2-1. We cannot manage to pull off the sweep. 6-2 victory. Let's look at the AL Central standings as we close out this episode. The Tigers are in first at 9-6. White Sox at 8-5 are in second. We are in third at 8-7. The Royals 8-8, a half a game behind us, and the Indians down at the bottom at 3-11. All right, that's it for Minnesota Twins franchise episode number 230. It's season 5, games 13 through 15. Up next, we transition into MLB The Show 20 here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.